man, you celebrated a born day during COVID, man. How was that?
So my birthday celebration was a complete surprise to me. Like my wife shocked me with the whole thing. No, it's not a difficult thing to surprise me. People just normally don't. Like normally, if it's going down, I know ahead of time, and it is what it is. But this was very much a, hey, so on this day, I need you to be at the airport by this time and get on the plane. And when you get there, this person gonna meet you, and it like had the whole thing set up. So we went over to Mexico. And it was a great time, man. I mean, as people saw, I was having such a good time. I was like, I have to share this. So I was on my phone in this world the whole time we was there, and it was a beautiful situation, as people could see. I had an amazing time.
That's what's up, man. Now, I know a couple years ago, man, you went vegan. One of my best friends, he was trying to get me to go vegan for a long time, man. So are you still vegan? What's up with that?
I'm kind of in and out right now. I'm be very honest with you. Once this whole COVID thing hit and they told everybody to go home and didn't tell us when we could come out the house, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat what's here. I'm just eat what's, I'm not even gonna mess with it because we don't know how long this is gonna go. So it ain't nothing but chicken in there. You pass me a wing, then we're just gonna get it like that. But at the same time, I will say that I have the utmost respect for the vegan diet and people that are strong enough to do it, because it's not easy at all, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Your skin really does clear up. You really do lose weight. You really do feel better. All of that stuff is real. But it's hard, especially if you the only vegan in the house. Like my kids eat whatever. My wife is eating whatever. She got a double Western bacon turkey cheeseburger, and I'm eating grass. And it's just like, oh no, I'm fine. I'm chewing these weeds. I'm okay. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm kind of in and out now. I'm on either side of the gate. You know what I mean?
Okay, man. Maybe I can try it out a little bit, test it out, man. Might as well try it during COVID. Ain't nothing.
Like, give yourself a couple days, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, no meat, and then rock out for the rest of the week. Like start slow like that. I went cold turkey. I would never recommend that to anybody. That was ridiculous. Don't do that. You ever been hangry before?
Yeah.
No, you haven't. Not until you go vegan. That's hangry. That's punch somebody for staring at you. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Don't do the cold turkey thing. Don't do that.
Oh man. So of course you got the new hit single with Jeremih, "You to Love." Now that bangs out here in Dayton big time because of course you got the Roger Troutman sample on there. You know, this is Dayton, Ohio, their home, man. So when we play that, the phone lines go crazy. Wanted us to mix it with the computer love and everything like that. So how that track come about?
So I had never worked with Jeremih before. Been a fan of him for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Actually, L.A. Reid was actually the first person to sign Jeremih, and actually the first person to sign me. So it's kind of weird that our paths kind of never, I mean, we've seen each other before, but it's always, yeah, man, we got to get in. All right, bro, we're going to work it out. And then it just never happened. So I'm in the studio with another producer friend of mine. He goes by the name of Rockstar. We did a couple songs on the album. Shout out to Rockstar. And we just having a conversation about people that I've never worked with before that I would like to. So I threw Jeremih's name up. He was like, what? Hold on. Hey, bro, where you at? Hey, pull up on us at blah, 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 blah. He pulled up that same night. He played me like 3 or 4 records that he had like halfway finished. It was like verse, hook, and then open. Mm-hmm. He played that joint. I'm like, yeah, we good. That's the one. He ain't played nothing else. And mind you, now I always have to give credit where credit is due. Right? The joint, the track, the hook, his verse was all done when he played me the record. All I did was write the parts that you hear my voice on. Okay. So people be like, man, you a genius. How you come up with that? Nah, bro. That was that dude. Enough respect to I gotta give credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like that dude don't get his flowers the way he should. You know, people don't say his name enough, and that dude is a genius for real. Like yeah.
Very talented brother from the Shy, man. Very talented brother. Now, you had the Verzuz battle early. Yeah. Early. With Jonta and everything like that, man. Will we see you back in the Verzuz battle in the performance style the way they're doing it now?
So that's what I kind of been wrecking my brain with a little bit as of late. Because a lot of people forgot that I did one because we did one so early on before it became the monster that it is now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we did the songwriters battle. It was me and Jonta Austin, and we went joint for joint as songwriters. I've never done one as an artist. So I've been trying to figure out who who I would even do one with. So okay, so I consider Ush, but Ush got a few years head start on me, so his catalog is way bigger. So it probably wouldn't match, wouldn't make sense. Chris just dropped too much damn music, so his catalog is way bigger than mine. You know what I mean? This dude dropped so much. Yeah. So that really wouldn't make sense. I consider Trey, but I feel like my catalog is bigger than his. Like, so it's got to make sense. It's got to match. So I don't know. Who you think? Who would you?
I was gonna say Trey. I was talking to the wife about it, and she said Trey's songs, like, they came out roughly about the same time. Trey got a lot of hits. He got a lot of hits, and I was like, well, Neil got more albums. It's like, well, it's only 20 songs. You can only pick 20. I was like, well, that's a good point. So it ain't the whole every album or every song you ever made. It's only 20 songs. So you definitely got 20. Trey got 20. I say y'all can tear it down, man.
All right. I might holler at the boys. I might see about that. All right.
Now I gotta admit, man.
I'm down. I ain't scared of nobody. We can get it, whoever. But I just want it to make sense. I want it to be a good battle. You know what I mean? Like, I know that Jeezy and T.I. about to go next. That's about to be one of the ones. I'm looking forward to that.
Man,
Two kings in the South.
Not only looking forward to it because they're two great artists, man, but I'm always looking forward to the back and forth banter. You know, the banter that, X and Snoop had, Jada kissing Fab. Really was just Jada out there, Jada drunk. Yeah. So I look forward to that, man. That was big funny to me, man. It's always a celebration at the house whenever the Verzuz battles come on, man. But another thing, man, I got to ask you about, man, whenever I'm at the crib and I turn on BET or VH1, I see you stomping the yard, man. Loud. Two things, man. Are those checks still coming in for Stomp the Yard like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The residuals, residual checks. That's what we call mailbox money. That's when you're sitting at home in your drawers and you get up and put your robe on to go to the mailbox and you go, oh, Stomp the Yard, cool, and keep it pushing. That's what that is. Man, I had to be honest with you, shooting that movie and that experience is what made me move to Atlanta. Okay. Like, I came out, we was out here for like 3-4 months shooting on that, and I just fell in love with the spot, man. I just fell in love with the place, and I've pretty much been here ever since. I went back to LA for a minute, but then I eventually had to bring it on back out here, man. It just feels like home.
Yeah, man. Actually, I know you from Las Vegas. My brother just recently moved out to Vegas, man, and he just got a job offer to work in Reno, and I was like, okay, that's what's up. He's like, nah, you don't get it. Like, Vegas and Reno are two different places. So I told him I was going to be talking to you about that, man. So give my bro some pointers about how he can navigate living in Reno versus Vegas.
Well, I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't know a whole lot about Reno. I grew up in Vegas, and that was primarily where I was at. We moved all around Vegas, Green Valley, North Side, the whole nine. But, I don't really know a whole lot about Reno other than the everything is legal. Everything is legal. That's pretty much all I know. I know the drive ain't exactly short, so that commute every day, if he gonna be living in Vegas and working in Reno, just make sure you gas your thing up properly and leave at a right time, because that traffic can be a little nuts. But other than that, I'm sorry, I wish I had something to tell you.
Good luck.
Best of luck. Congratulations, man. Cats is losing jobs right now. He out there getting them. Go ahead.
Yeah, facts, man. So have you joined one of the 70 million people that have already early voted?
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm.
Team early vote, man. Talk about the importance of early voting, man.
Well, I want to talk about the importance of voting, period. But even more so than the importance of voting is the importance of knowing who the hell you're voting for. Like, everybody's talking about Trump Biden. Okay, that's one panel on the voting ballot. Like, it's a bunch of them, because everybody that works in your city is an elected official, meaning they got voted into that position. Meaning, if you don't like what if you don't like what the sheriff is doing, right, you could have him voted out. But then on the other side of it, if you don't know any of the other candidates and what their policies are, and if their policies line up with you, then you might mess around and vote somebody in that was worse than who was already there. So I feel like, as much as we're stressing getting people to the polls, we need to stress getting people educated on who's actually running, so that we can make an educated vote. It's not voting without knowing who you're voting for. It's like going into war with a blindfold on and just shoot. You might hit the enemy. You might. you might come out good, but you might mess around and shoot your homeboy. Like, it's just, I'm just saying, like, it's better to know what it is you're doing before you just run to the polls. Because running to the polls and voting and not knowing who you're voting for, you liable to make things worse as opposed to making them better. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to see change, the way we keep talking about, we want to see change, we want things to change. All right, well, take the time to get up and educate yourself about who it is that's running so that you can see the change that you want. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing. So here in Atlanta, the lines be long. Like Jonte Austin was telling me he stood in line for 11 hours. 11 hours to vote. Now that's nuts. Don't nobody want to do that all day long, of course. But at the same time, this is important. This is really, really, really important. So if you're gonna stand in line for 11 hours for anything, it should probably be this. You know what I mean? Like don't allow that little lazy part of yourself to make you not go vote. Like actually take the time, get up, do what it is you need to do so that you can see the change you want to see. That's
absolutely. That's one of the things that I talk about on the air over here. Like, we can wait in line to go get sneakers. We can wait in line at amusement parks. We can wait in line for this. I know here in Dayton, at our county, we go down and we're pushing early vote, man. I went to early vote on Sunday. The line was crazy, but the great volunteers, the great workers, you know, they made it super COVID safe, and it was fast from parking my car to getting in line to voting back to my car. It only took a little over an hour, you know. Okay. So they were really moving, and, you know, you got to be patient with everybody that's down there working because, you know what I'm saying, they're volunteers. They're not down here to get paid, you know what I'm saying? These are people are volunteers, man, and I know a lot of people are going out all across the country, especially on Tuesday, you know, dropping off food to people waiting in line because, like you said, 11 hours to cast a ballot is a very long time, man. I mean, shoot, people need snacks.
Very real, very real. I was starting telling people, hey, take some chips or ginger ale or something because you might be sitting for a minute. You know, if you got a homeboy that already did it, tell them go get you some pizza and bring it through for the other people in line. Like, you know, just make it as comfortable as you can. But at the end of the day, you got to get it done. You got to get it done. I'm not saying I don't know what's going to work for what, but one thing I genuinely feel in my core is that old boy that's in there right now don't need to be there no more. Okay, he don't. You see where we at. You see what's going. You can look outside and be like, damn, it didn't look like this 4 years ago. Yeah. It looked, you know, things a little. You know, I don't feel like we need more of him. So I feel like it's very, very important to get out and let your voice be heard and use the weapon that you've been given. You have the right to vote. People died so that you had a right to vote. You need to vote. Straight up.
Facts, man. What new music is on the way, man? When can we get something else?
Yes. So we got the remix of You to Love right now with Lil Durk and Queen Naija. We just put that out. That's slowly but surely, you know, making some moves. Shout out to Lil Durk. Shout out to Queen Naija. I reached out to a few different people trying to get this remix to pop, and, you know, I got some people decline, and it is what it is. I don't take nothing personal. You know, you got your reasons or whatever. But Durk and Naija, they jumped at the opportunity quick, like on some, of course we're gonna rock with you. And I'm like, appreciate that love. You know, I understand.
You're showing the Midwest a lot of love, man. Dirk, Chi-Town, Queen Naija, up there, Detroit, Midwest getting a lot of love. Yeah.
The Midwest is showing me love. You know, I think that speaks to the Midwest and just how it is y'all do. Y'all real recognize real. And I see that and I appreciate that. You know, but again, I feel like, you know, I'm definitely seasoned in this thing. I mean, I've been here almost 20 years now. So for the new generation to still reach out and still give a damn enough to jump on a song with Neo, that genuinely means something to me. So when I say shout out and much appreciation, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Durk, Naija, I appreciate y'all. Jeremih, I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody rocking with the record and you know, making it do what it's doing right now. Like, it's a beautiful feeling. It really is.
Hey, man, I appreciate you stopping by, man. This is pretty dope.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Be safe out there, boss.
Always.
Peace. Man.